Hello and welcome. So in this video we're going to be working more on the Godzilla vs. Kong New Empire set, and that is the Godzilla set right there. We've built this for bag 1, and we're going to be working on bags 2 and 3 for this video. Alright, and as we get started, I just want to reiterate what I said in the last video for bag 1, probably for the last time, because hopefully you will watch them in order. But the instructions they're not Lego quality instructions. So there's always a chance that I'm going to mess something up. Usually I catch it at some point, so hopefully I'll catch it and we can go back and fix it. But I'm going to do my best to follow along as well as I can. Last bag went pretty smoothly, but it did take a little more focus. Also, there's a lot of pieces sometimes that can be difficult to find. So I'll generally, if it's a bunch at once, I'll pause the video and then start the record. So you might have to do the same thing because it's going to look like I'm finding them a lot faster than I am. And that's just because the video is paused while I'm looking. So you might need to pause the video, find the pieces, and then resume it. All right, so we're going to pick up with step 13. And for 13, I need this piece, this weird orange piece. It's this flat 1x2, the bigger 1x2, this 2x4 flat piece, and 2x6. I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit. There we go. All right. Now we're going to take this bigger flat piece here, and we're going to put this on the end of it, right there, sticking out the left side. And then I'm going to grab this piece here. I'm going to put that right next to what I just did. And then this other flat piece and put it right there. Let's see. Something looks off because it looks like there should be 4. Give me just a second to look at it. Let's see. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me make sure this block is the right size, because it looks like I should have one more sticking out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so this goes here. This goes here. All right, I'm going to pause the video and see if I can figure this out. The issue I'm having here is it looks like we got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 long if you put it all together. This bottom one's only 6 long, but in the instructions it looks like it doesn't hang off, so on either side. So I don't know how to reconcile that. So let me look and see if I can figure out what's going on. All right, I got it. Sorry about that. So here's what we did wrong. This piece here is supposed to go against that, and that gives you that extra 1 length. I just didn't see it. It's kind of dark, and I couldn't see that line. And then this is going to go in here, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. Sorry about that confusion. I can't be the only one who didn't see that. Maybe I am. But then this piece is going to go right there on that, and then this piece would click in underneath it, and that's what gives it that extra 1 unit of length. All right, and then that would go there, and then now that can fill it up. So that's what that step should look like. Sorry again about that confusion. We're moving on to step, and for step 14, you're going to need another one of these 2x6s that are flat, 2x3 that's flat. This piece, pretty easy to find, and this one's kind of weird. This was in that bag with the flat pieces, but it looks like that. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take what we just built, and we're going to put, let's see, oh, we needed 2 of those. Let me grab one more of those pieces. All right, got it. All right, we're going to take and put this down here. Let's see. And this one right here. See that? Okay. And then we're going to put this one that's the 2x3 on top of that. And then this piece on the end. And then all that gets covered with this, and this is going to be even with the back, so it's going to also go on part of this, so that all but the front two have a block over them, and that's a little lower. All right, now we're on to step 15. For step 15, we'll need one of those, and that's the one that has these on the front, and then the bigger 1x2, and then kind of that same piece, but with the things coming out the front as well. So I'll show you the back of those. All right, so those are the pieces we need for this step, and we needed 2 of the longer piece as well. So let me grab one more of those. Okay, got it. All right, so these are going to go together, and we're going to the, so if it's oriented this way, to the right side, and we're going to put these down. And then we're going to grab these 2 and do pretty much the same thing. We're going to put them back to back and put them here. Eventually. I didn't want to try to do them both together, and that didn't work. All right, and then I'm going to put this one on that big gap in the front. All right, and now step 16. For that step, we're going to need this piece here, like the little ramp style piece, a flat 2x4, and a flat 2x2 square. All right, we're going to take the square piece and put it into this area here. There we go. This rectangular piece is going to go even with this side here. Right there, like that. And then this little ramp piece is going to go here so that it's on the last 4 of this and that, both. We actually need one more of those little red ramp pieces. I didn't see there were 2, so let me grab you another one. Okay, got one more here. So you need 2 of those total for this step. And the other one looks like it is, okay, it's going to go on this 2 and hang off, and then it's going to go on those 4, so it's going to be just like that. And like I said, it hangs off there, and that's what it looks like in the pictures too. For step 17, you'll need a lot of random pieces. So first, got a couple of these little ramps pieces, pretty small, and then 3 of these. Try to get a good look at it. Smooth on the top, looks like down on the bottom. So 3. And then 1 2x2 square. And then let me show you these, because this has the potential to be confusing. So it's asking for the pieces with the little lip thing on the bottom. See that sticking out? There are pieces here that match that almost exactly, except they don't have that. So you don't want this kind. You specifically want this one. All right. And there's 2 different ones that look like that. And they're going just different directions, if you can see that. All right. Let's start that back. Okay, so we're going to take this piece here and these 2 pieces with the lip on them and put them over that. So that it makes like a nice continuous, like, looks like a couple little ramps or something. All right, and then we're going to take one of these pieces and put that on top. And it looks like the flat side, if it's oriented this way, the flat side would be on the left. Makes it smooth, even surface here on that side. So we got that piece done. We're going to take these. These are going to be together. And then we're going to put this here. Just going to join them with this piece. All right. And when this is done correctly, it looks like this is flat on that side. And then another piece, the same piece, going the same direction. So it looks like that when we're done. All right. So Let's start off with this. This one goes in the back, right there, on the very end. And then this one's going to go right in front of it. Make sure I do it right. So I'm going to turn it this way, where that's there, and then put it right here. Alright. And that fits together kind of, sort of. There's a little gap, but not too bad. Alright, now step 18. So we're going to need 2 of these 2x2 squares, 2 of these pieces, look like that, and there's another piece that looks similar to these except for they have a tooth that comes out. I'll show you a picture in the instruction booklet. I'll just pick up the camera here. So we're talking about this piece here. I cannot find that. Now this happens, and sometimes at the very end I'll find the piece that I was missing, and so if that happens I'll put it on, but for now I'm just, the best I can think to do is just to skip that part and remember where it was, and if I find it later I can put it on. If not, at least you know what it looks like. It's gonna go here, you see that, so I'm gonna get that done, and then I'll point out where that piece should go, so that if you have that piece you can put it in the correct place. And like I said, hopefully I'll find it. I've looked over and over and I couldn't find it anywhere in the 2 bags. So put this back. So sorry about that. Let me know if you're watching this, and feel up to commenting. Let me know if you see that piece or not. All right, so I'm going to put these. So I'm going to go to this square piece and put this on one side, down on the other side. There. All right. And it looks like we're going to put this square onto that one, like that. And then that other piece would go right here in this gap. I would put it on the 2 little things, and then it would go, all this together would end up going right here. So I'm just missing this. I think it's supposed to go over one more though. I think it's supposed to go right there like that. Alright, and then so if you have that piece, instead of having these 4 being kind of open there, they would be covered with that piece. So hopefully you have it. Hopefully I'll find it. All right, moving on to step 19. We'll need a 2x2 square. One of these that looks similar, but it's different on the ends. You see that? So you see the difference between those 2, hopefully. One of these big ramp pieces like we've had before. 2x4 thicker piece. And then the only blue piece, I think, well, there's a couple more of these, but one of the only pieces this color. Actually, you need 2 of those, so I think it's the only pieces that are even close to that in the bag that are blue. And so we're going to flip this that way. So now the part that's sticking out like a ball is to the left, and the other part's to the right. And then I'm going to take one second, just making sure. Trying to see what okay, I see. All right. I'm going to take this piece here and put it on the very right side, even with the edge. I think I had it upside down, so I'm going to turn it that way because the 2 sides are different. I think that side's supposed to be sticking up. All right, so we've got that now. Now we're going to take these 2 pieces. So I'm going to put it's so dark it's hard to see in the picture, but it looks like that side's down and this side here is up. I'm going to put both of those here. All right. And then we've got this. And from the looks of the picture, it's supposed to be hanging off. So it's going to cover 3, these 3, well, total of 6. And then it's going to hang off a little bit. It's kind of hard to get in. Let me try again. Got it. And then this piece, this flat piece, is going to go into that gap on this one. And that's going to go right here, these four, and then on into that. And then we'll move to step 20. All right, we'll need one of these purple pieces, just like that. All right, and two of these. So 1, 2, and then one of those for this step. We're going to stack those. So we're going to put these together like that. And then this is going to go over the top, both of those. Seems easier if I just do one at a time. And notice how the circles are going left to right. This is going to go on top of those two circles. Somehow. And we're going to keep on working on that with step 21. Okay. We'll need two of these. And there's two different sizes of those. I looked ahead and it looks like this is the bigger one for this step and the next one's the smaller one. Hopefully that was right, but that's the way it looked in the pictures. And then we need this piece here. This is the first piece we pulled from the small bag that was inside of one of the bags. Looks like that. It's really hard to see it in the picture, so I'm hoping this is right. And then there's the one that goes the same way, or a different way, I mean. So you have both of the directions for those pieces, and we need two of each of those. All right, I'm going to take this and put that there. So they're not going to meet in the middle with the point. The points are going to go off to each side. And then this here. We're going to smooth out that edge just a little by turning it some. There we go. We're going to do the exact same thing on this one. These are going to go on both sides of this. So put this one here, push that. This one on the other side, and there you have a little gap there to put it into, right there. That looks kind of cool, I gotta admit. All right, this thing is going to go on top of this part right here, not the ramp part, the other part. It looks like both directions are the same. Hopefully I'm right about that. But that looks good, I think. Looks like we have the directions. And we're moving on to step 24. We'll need the two smaller ones this time. And the other four pieces are the exact same pieces we used in the last step. These little pieces from that same bag. And you need two for each direction. Again. Okay, those are going to go on these the same way that the last ones did. One there. One there. We'll do the same thing here. Let me look back and see if I was supposed to do this other thing twice. Oh, I skipped step 23, so if you're following the directions we skipped, it won't mess anything up. We're just going to go back and do it now. It doesn't matter. But we didn't do 23. Somehow I just missed it when I was looking at the books. But we have these ready. Now 23 is the same as step 20 was. We're just putting that together and putting these on top of it. Or over it. And I'll need the same pieces I needed for step 20. The same set of pieces. So I'm going to take these two. And then put this on top just like we did before. This on top of that. There we go. And we've already done 24, so we'll just finish 24 by putting these onto this piece just like we did the last time. There we go. And this part is going to go on that little ramp piece that we put in earlier. It should cover it up completely. All right. Now we'll go on to step 25. Oh, that was step 25. We'll move on to step 26. And we'll need two flat 2x6s. Those. One of these little 2x2 squares again. this weird looking piece, and the flat 1x3. Let's look at this and see what to do. Sorry, I bumped the camera a little bit. So we're going to take this and put it that way. Right. And then we're going to take the 1x3 and stick it. It looks like it's going to go, if I go 1, 2, 3, it's going to line up with that third one from the bottom. Right there. That may be kind of hard to see from the angle, but I'll show you when we get it all done. This is going to slide in to that area right there. So that's how that looks. It may make more sense now that you can see that. And that's even with the top. And then we're going to put this over here. Right. And so I think it's easier to just pick this up and do it like that, but I wanted to show you how it lined up first. Oh, messed up. Sorry, they do these color things to help you, make sure you put things in the right place, and I just missed the detail. That should be over one more, like that. And what that'll let us do is it lets everything else line up perfectly on that side. Like right there. And then this here. Alright, so it looks like that on that side. You can see what it looks like there, and like I said, on the right side we have that part hanging off. Alright, now we're going to move on to step 27. And we'll need, put this here for now so I'm ready to use it again. We'll need this flat 1x4. That piece. Another one of those pieces. And then this piece. So with the orientation as now, the part that's sticking up more is on the right side. So that's the one you want. All right. So this is going to end up right here in this spot. That's going to end up there. So that's kind of what we want. These other pieces are going to bring all that together. So first, this piece is going to go here, and then on those three. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll go ahead and just pick this up. It seems easier. And then this piece is going to be on this one. It's going to attach that, and then these three right there. So I'm going to pick it up and put it on the other three, and then we'll just add this in there. Really missing Lego right now. Too bad Lego does not have this IP, because these directions, if you're having a hard time, just know you are not alone. They're tough. They're a lot tougher to follow. And let's move on to 28. All right, and for 28, we're going to need. Sorry, I'm trying to fix this. It looks a little looks a little uneven. All right, for 28, we're going to need one of those lines on it. Another piece with the lines on it that looks a little different. So the way it's pointed now, the end that sort of juts out a little more is on the left side for this one. There are pieces in the bag where it's on the right side. We'll probably be using those later. Got a flat 1x3, a flat 2x3, and then one of these pieces. Looks like that in the front. That's the way it looks in the back, one of those pieces. All right, let's see if we can figure out how to do this. Okay. All right, so it looks as though this is going to go, so you see this, this part here, right above it, those three right there. Then this one's going to go right beside that and even with it. So now I have those that don't have anything new and this that doesn't have anything new. I'm going to cover these three that I just pointed out with this piece. This is going to go on this, and then on down to there. And then this is going to go completely right there on those four. So that's view, this view. And we'll move on to step 29. All right, we will need one of those tiny pieces there. This piece. It's a little longer than the last pieces that look similar, if I grab the right thing. And then we have this. So set right there, the angle's on the left side. And this one. It's a little bigger than the other one, and it's angled where the little slope is on the right side. And then we got two other pieces, this piece and that piece. Notice that piece has those lines on the side. All right. So we're going to take it looks like the longer one and put it here. And then, let's see if we can figure this out. This piece here is going to go over this and those two. So over part of this and those two. So the only little piece that you can see sticking out from that is that piece right there. Right, we're just going to flip to the other side. This smaller piece is going to go right there. And then this one's going to go over this piece and cover it entirely, and over those two that are left. I think I'm going to have to pick it up and, geez. And just stick this on the bottom. That seems easier. So there we go. Now I've got these other two pieces. Let's turn it the same way. This piece is going to go right there. And this piece here is going to go right there. All right, and moving on to step 30. All right, we'll need this piece, little ball sticking out. We'll need this one. And notice if it's oriented this way, the right side is sticking out more than the left side. And then a flat 2x3. All right. I'm going to turn this like that. You can see better. This piece here is going to go on these two and these two on the end here. Put that in place. All right, there we go. Got that part. This piece is going to go on these two, between the two parts. And then with the orientation I have, that ball is going to stick out towards the left. And then this piece is going to fill in this entire gap here where there's nothing, and make it all nice and level. Before we go on to step 31. We'll need a flat 2x3, one of those pieces, and this piece. So notice if I put it down this way, the part that's sticking out more is to the right side when I put it that way. So, all right. So this is going to go on here and here. So if you look at the ball, it's not going to hit the part closest to the ball. It's going to hit this part right next to it and there. Like that. This is going to go into this gap there. And this whole thing is going to cover up most of this. So it's going to slide right into that, right into this spot here. Go down so that the only exposed little stud is right there. We'll need two more of these. Two of those. And then one of each of these. They're going two different directions. Notice these are ones without the little lip. They're just completely flat on the bottom. Alright. So what I'm going to do is take this and put it here. This there. and so they kind of, the points meet in the middle. And then this one is going to go with the flat edge. So with this orientation, the flat side of that is on the right side. This one's going to go the opposite way so that they can meet right that. Now we're moving on to step 33. And we'll need 2 of these. So notice, like from this point of view, the part that's sticking out in the back more is on the left side. You need 2 like that, and then just one of the ones where what I just said is true, but for the right side. And those are going to go, one of these that's pointing towards the left, one of the 2 pieces is going to go right there. Okay. The other piece like that is going to go here. And the piece that was pointing the other direction is going to go up here. Hopefully that's right. It's really hard to see. I think that's right though. Alright, now I'm going to take this whole thing and put it onto that. So we'll take this down. Alright, this is turned this way where that ball's on the left. This ball's also on the left. And they're going to kind of go together right there. Let's see if I can just get it to snap in. Uh-oh. I got it to snap in, but then this other thing came off. Now the other thing came off. Let's get those back on and try again. Oh my gosh. Try again. And it came off again. Alright, let's see if we can get this on without losing these pieces up top. I may just be putting it too high. It looks like it's going the way I'm trying to put it though. I had it, and I tried to get that one back on a little better, and then it flew off and hit the camera. Give me just a second. All right, I finally got it on. It took a bit. Yeah, but it looks like it's good and on. Now, this is kind of even here, and it looks, you can tell that's definitely like the left side of his body looking from this point of view. Right side from that point of view. But now it looks like we're going to go through the exact same things we just did to make this in reverse, I guess, to make the other side. So hopefully this second part will go a little faster. Go through the pieces a little faster this time around since you've seen them all at this point and know what they look like. We got the 2x2, 2 of those that are 6 long, 1 of those, and then 1 1x3. All right, and let's see if we can figure out how to line this up again. I remember this part being kind of tedious before. So I'm going to put that like that. And then this piece here will go right there, flush with the edge. And then that piece is going to end up here. Let's go ahead and put those down. So we're going to go ahead and have it even on the left side. Sorry about that. Put him back up there where he belongs. Okay. And then this is going to go into that little gap there. I can see it better now that I've done it once. And moving on to 36. And for that, we'll need another one of those pieces. One of those. This one, and from this orientation, the side that's higher is on the left side. And then we got that flat 1x4. We're going to... First, this is going to end up in that space there. And to do that, we're going to use this. It's going to cover all 3 of those, and then that to join it. Then we have this, and we're just going to put it here, and then we're going to put the other piece underneath it here. So that'll go there. That leaves that spot there, and that's where this other piece goes. Facing that way. Jeez. Okay, I think I got it. So there we go. There's that part. Moving on to 37 now. 37. We'll need one of these with the 2 black lines on it. Another one with the two black lines that looks like that though. Flat 2x3, 1x3, and then this in a weird piece again. Alright, so this piece here is going to go on those 4 on the very end. There. This is going to go on that next spot, and then the 2 higher ones are going to hit those 2. Make sure. Hold up. We need the other piece first. My bad. So I'm going to take that one back off. That stays. That's fine. We need to put the other piece down first before we can do that. So for that, we're going to put on the far left, we're going to put this piece right there. And then we're going to put this right beside it. And then this one right beside that, and those 3. And now we can put this on, because it's going to cover up part of the other piece we just put down. And moving on to step 38. We'll need these 2 pieces again. So you can see which way it's angling for each one. You see this one's bigger and that one's smaller. All right, and then we have this piece. And then a similar looking piece, only it goes the other way and it has those black lines on it. All right, so let's take the smaller one, and it's going to go on the right side this time. Last time it went on the left side. And then this piece with the black lines on it is going to completely cover that up and then also be on this right here. So let's put that there. And then I'm just going to put that underneath it, just like that. And then on the other side, we're going to do the same thing. That's going to go into that spot, and then this is going to cover up most of that. Whoops. Fix that in a second. All right, so when you're done, you'll just have that one little stud sticking out from that end. It looks just like that. All right, step 39. Here you have this piece, flat 2x3, and that piece. For step 39. Let's see. All right. We've got these 2 right here. That's where this is going to go. Like that. And then this piece is going to go on those 2, and then I think it's going to hit one of those. And I must have been off a little with this one because we're supposed to have a big gap. So let's take that off and fix it. Told you guys I would probably mess up some. We're 38 minutes on the video right now too, so I guess that just goes. Give me a second to check and see what happened. I believe that both of these pieces were just over one too many. So what I did is I picked them up and slid them so that this is even with that. This is even with that. But I think that's the way it's supposed to be, and that'll also make this side look better. So yeah, just my bad on that. But I believe that's the way it's supposed to look. And then that would mean that this piece underneath it. Sorry about the confusion. I know this makes it tougher whenever I make these mistakes. I'm going to move this to right in that area there. So hopefully that made sense, but it opened this up. If you watch the first time I did this, I did it right the very first time. So you could see that watch that again to see sort of what to do. It's just backwards since we're on the other side. So yeah, sorry about that, but now we're fixed. Now we're in good shape. Now it looks right. Moving on to step 40. And for that step, we're going to need the flat 2x3. Another one of those. One of those. With this orientation, the end that's jutting out more is on the left. That piece and that piece. All right, let's see if we can figure this out. So first I'm going to take this. This is going to go over that one that looks different, and then this whole 4 here. right. This piece here, let's wait on that piece and just make sure. Put on the next couple and see if it makes sense. So we're going to take this one next, and that's going to go on these two here, and then the rest of those. So it's like that. And I can't see this as well because of the way it's turned. But it looks like it goes on that. That one right there. Let's see if it'll work. I just don't know how that's going to happen. Let's see. I think maybe it may be this part of it that goes on that. Let's try that and see if it works. That doesn't work. Give me 1 second. Turn it again. Okay, that works. I don't know if it looks good, but it works. Let's look at the other one and see, because the other side I could see it better. And I can't tell. I don't think this is right. But I also don't know what's wrong. Give me 1 second, see if I can figure it out. Alright, I figured it out. I don't know why that took so long. It looked like it was coming from this into there, so it'd be like that, but it was actually, if I hold it this way, that piece there is going to go onto this. It's going to cover up the other ones, but they didn't color it in because it doesn't actually clip onto the other ones. It just goes right there, like that. I guess technically it does clip onto this one, but I can't see it because it's covered by the ball and they didn't give me a decent angle to look at. So we got it now. That's all that matters, right? All right, now we're going to take this one here and put it right there. And this one here and put it there. All right, and we're going to move on to step 41. We'll need 2 of those. You can see both views, but they're both the same piece. And then these 2 again. So like, they're going different directions, but they're the last 2 that look like that in the back, so that makes it easier. All right, and what we're going to do is take this and we're going to put these 2 into this space here so that they meet and make a point. I'll show you what I mean. Oh, no, that's right, that's right. And this one here, see that? They make that point right in the middle. And then these 2 are going to meet sort of like that. And they're going to go in these top 4. So 1 there, 1 here. And that's step 41. We'll move on to 42. For that one, we're going to need 1 of those where if it's pointed this way, the left side is longer. And then 2 where the right side is the longer side when they're pointed that way. All right, so we're going to take the 2 that are the same first, so these 2, and I'm going to turn this way so that the ball is pointed to the right now, so you can see it better. This one is going to go here. This one is going to go down there. And then this last one that was pointed the other way is going to go on that very top one. And now step 43 is to combine this with what we already have. So I'm going to turn it around. These 2 balls are lined up. This ball is going to be lined up with those, and it's just going to clip onto here. Hopefully we'll have an easier time than we did last time. All right. Much easier, much easier. All right, good. And then this is going to go onto the head right here. All right, we're getting what looks like a monster, which is pretty cool. And that's step 43 and 44. And we are done with bags 2 and 3. Just to show you, after those bags, we have something that looks like this. You should see the next video on your screen if you want to watch bags 4 and 5. You can just click those now.